Hello, everybody. Let's see. I just went live. Just a second. I have to inform. Yes, there we go. And pop out chat. There we go. I think I got it. And so here we are, waiting for people to come in. Probably chat soon. Hi, hi. How you doing? I suppose that's Jackie, right? I guess. It is really hot here in the Netherlands. I just finished my dinner, which is very late as it is already 10 p.m. I hope everybody's having a good day. How is everybody? Anybody there? Of course, I got my room pouch. So if anybody needs an answer to a question they want to know, feel free to ask any questions you like with a maximum of 3. Oh, it is really hot. I'm sweating. And I have a new plant. My house is a bit of a mess, so if you noticed a few things that it's a little messy, well, not right now, but uh, once I start walking around and everything, you'll notice that it's a bit of a mess. I just didn't have a lot of time to clean up. I have been busy with people and games. Yes, I play games. So forgive me if it seems a little messy. Like I said, I bought a new plant, which is a Venus flytrap. I really love the plant. I bought it because there were a lot of flies coming in with this weather, and when my cat goes out, the doors open, so they are free to come in. Though I didn't think of the fact that Venus flytraps emit a scent that causes flies to that attracts flies. So it's kind of gotten worse. Though I won't put it away. I love it. It's a really nice plant. I really like it. At least the flies stay in one place. I think everybody's trying to look at a different live stream. Just a second. I think my mods are not responding because of reasons. Hey Jackie, there you are. I was wondering where you went. Oh, thank you for the like, sweetheart. Good to you, as usual. I thought I'd start a stream and chat a bit about spiritual stuff, answering some questions with the runes. Maybe do a little ghost box session. I don't know yet. We'll see. So how are you? I saw Dr. Ray is streaming as well, so that might. So people will probably be over there as well. Well, of course, the same. I am sweating like a pig. Yeah. No, this is not striptease. If you're new to the channel, I am not a stripper. It's just hot as balls and I'm taking off some clothes to get some air. I'll have to turn off something first. I'm here, just... Oof. I have been a little tired lately. Yeah. You've been working a lot lately, haven't you, Jackie? I won't say too much, of course. But... Just waiting for a few people to come in so we can start the show, so to say. Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. I never sweat. Well, yeah, my feet, as you may have heard on previous sessions. Yeah. Oh, there's 3 watching now? I wonder. And 2. Hello, goodbye. Probably left a dislike. from the UK. Hey, Scarling. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Good to see you around. You two know each other, right? You're very welcome, Ray. I want to say Scarling every time because I see your name and that's the only thing that pops into my head. Sorry. Cool. Go ahead and chat. That's all fine by me. So, Ray, this is your first time on my stream, isn't it? Okay. Have you ever seen this little bag I'm holding right here? It is a bag of runes, and runes are like very ancient scripture from the old Germanium Empire, not German Empire, because that is completely different, not the Third Reich, but the Germaniums were a people that lived like, poof, I think it's about 1500 years ago. So, and these people had a scripture called the Futhark. And the scripture would consist of runes, stones, like these. And these symbols all have a certain meaning. They can be used for readings, and these readings are some kind of a divination. You always cast 3 runes. You ask a yes or no question, but the answer is always more than a yes or no. Want to give it a try? You can ask, think of a question, something that maybe is bothering you, or as long as I can answer it with yes or no. So I can show you what exactly it is with these runes. Well, you heard the lady. Yeah, take your time. I'll be here. I'll probably turn on the ghost box later. Or, well, the app. I'll have to be honest. What? Okay. Let's see. And, boop. Of course, my finger is in front of it. Yeah. Just so that you won't see a black screen. So, for example, am I going to get a car this year? So we throw 3 stones. Trying them. Now, I know the answer to this one, so it's not really fair, but this says no. This is irreversible, and this is irreversible, so it's a small no, and the rest is unclear, sort of. But when we look at this one, it is a secret. When we look at this one, it is travel. And when we look at this one, it is ice. So every symbol has a complete story behind it. And from those stories, you can draw an answer. First, it starts with yes or no, or a definite yes, or a definite no, or a maybe even. And there is one room that we cannot deny, and that is the blank room. It has nothing on it, but it's the room that tells you, stop what you're doing. You're not supposed to know this. It is very important that you follow that rule too. Ah, pshaw. I'm just mad and I smile a lot while being it. Well, you say that. No, that's true. I'm not really a. Wow. Okay, come on now. You guys are sweet. Wow, you guys are awesome. Will you own a house next year? Now that is interesting. Hello, Miss Jackie Hawkins. Welcome to the stream. Small introduction on the runes. Um, Questions are asked yes or no, just for Jackie to recap. A question is asked that can be answered or no, but the answer isn't just a yes or no. It is a yes because or a yes but or well, etc. etc. This is a very brief explanation, but if you want to know more about it, I suggest you should take a look at other videos where I cast runes and I give a bit of a more broad explanation. So, Scarlet Ray. Will Scarlet Ray own a house next year? So this is not the blank room. I just haven't turned it yet. Okay, so this is interesting. When I look at this, it almost seems like you're going to inherit a house. Okay, I'll explain the runes. This is, well, yes. This is, let's see, no. And this is irreversible, so a maybe. So this is already very secretive. And this is already also a very secret room. I'll start with Othala. Othala is like the rune. It basically means inheritance, but also it's death as well. So something stops or is something, you will lose something, but because you lose that something, you inherit something. It's like it's also very related to family. I, to be honest, it sounds a little scary because this is the dice cup. The dice cup is used to shake the dice. You put it upside down, and it covers your dice. You look under the dice, and you see what dice there is. So it's somewhat of a gambling room. Really? let's not. Let's hope not. I know you have more connection with your father than your mother, as far as I know. Okay. Yeah. See, I do remember. So, sorry, I'll continue. So this is the dice cup. You shake the dice, you put it upside down, and you take a look under it, you peek under it, and you know what's under this. Um, but it's upside down. So let me see. In combination with these. Um, this is a travel room, like. Yes, no, maybe. Inheritance. Look. Travel. No, Rachel is a sweetheart. I'm pretty sure that if she makes some kind of sly remark, it's because she's funny, and if not, I'll call her a bitch and we're even. Yeah, very sweet. She always says hi when I join streams and everything. Hey, honey bear, honey tea, honey. Hey, honey. And classy too. I'm doing fine, honey. Thank you. A little tired lately, but it'll pass. So sorry. I let's keep doing this. I'm losing focus, which is a little difficult. So yeah, it seems to be mostly inheritance. You won't have to buy it. You'll have to move quite a bit, actually. That only you know where this house may be. I don't know. This one is little. Hello, Tarabelle. Welcome to the stream. That's okay, sweetheart. Just if you need to do, you need to do what you need to do. Okay. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add two runes. One is a solution and one is a hindrance. So the hindrance may be okay. Okay. So the hindrance, it says here, is you won't need to do anything for it. It's not even a test. It's not something that you have to fight for. It's not something. It just comes to you. It'll just come to you. And strangely enough, it says that is the problem. But well, getting a house isn't really a problem, is it? um, Ing. Ing is. Sec, I have to look this up. I'm not all knowing. So I have this book, Rune Magic by Donald Tyson. This is only one book I read, so there. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I love runes. I've been studying for quite a bit, but even though I work with them a lot, there's always some things that I have to look up because it's such a big, long story, and it's not just runes that I know of. Of course, I know demonology and all that stuff. I would be nothing without my books, and my memory isn't all that good. But usually I need a few words and I remember what it is. So, what was I saying? Right, ink. Fertility. Fertility. Right, yeah. Yeah, so it does make sense. Um, it's lots of commotion outside. Right, so where were we? So this is a fertility room, but in the family way. This is like when, for example, your brother is going to get a baby, for example, right? This is not meaning in this case. You will. It is described by ink. So it's mostly family runes, family related. Even this one is the big test, like the rite of passage kind, but it's upside down. So, like I said, there won't be any any real test to gain what this is. So yeah, that's probably the best I can make of it. It's going to be mainly because of inheritance. Does that satisfy your question? Good. Fertility. Yeah, I don't even know the situation of the people who ask me the questions, but for some reason it always seems to be somewhat accurate. So I'm amazed by these symbols as well. I love symbols. Also like amulets and talismans. Yes, if you have a question, please ask. I can answer a maximum of 3 questions per person. If you have a question, just put them in chat, and um, and I'll do my best to answer them. uh, Come on, at least the Glam Orange. Single malt, please. I'm just really glad that people just come and go and they come and say hi, and it's really nice. I like these people. I like my subscribers who just come in to say hi. It's great. Great. I love you guys. Top shot. I think it's more that I'm weird, and that is also it's always nice to see a freak show. Oh, really? Awesome. That is absolutely true. That is good. People setting their alarms for my stream. Well, that's a big honor. I feel a little fuzzy inside now. Let me put this back. Oh, wait. Hello. So, if there is anything you would like to ask, please go ahead. Oh, great. The flies are coming here. Wait. Jackie Hawkins, yeah? Will my health issues improve? Okay. Something about I try to catch streams. Wait a second. I want to read this. I tried to catch streams, saw you were having one, so I was like, yep, hitting the reminder for it. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, you're sweet, Ray. It's always a pleasure to see you on screen, be it mine or someone else's. So Jackie Hawkins will her health. Okay, okay, okay. Hey, Glenn. Awesome. You came to take a look also. I'm just doing some rune reading. Before I start explaining your question, Jackie Hawkins, let me explain to Glenn what this is. This is called rune scripture. It is an ancient scripture from when all our countries, like France and the Netherlands and Belgium and all that, were one big country called Germania. You probably know it. And they had this scripture. Here we go. And this scripture is a. Hey, Zara. So many nice people coming along. It's awesome. So, right, as I was explaining, um, basically you ask a yes or no question. I throw three runes and it'll give you a yes or no answer with a bit more than just a yes or a no. In this case, Jackie Hawkins asked me if her health will improve. So this one is irreversible, this one is a yes, and this one is a yes. Hagal. Hagal means hail, like a hailstorm. It's you have a lot to endure, so it seems that right. So this is hail, this is emergency, and this is birch, which is like the earth mother. But it's also like the womb of a mother, very protective, very safe, very comfortable. Um, So, as far as I could say in this case, yeah, yeah, it'll improve, but under the circumstances that it seems like um, you're going to be hospitalized for it. Is that correct? Is there something are you is there a plan for you to be hospitalized or under the care of someone in a hospital? Okay. You will see this symbol on the side of an ambulance, like the scepter with the two serpents around it. It's like a cross. When you look at the Anglo-Saxon uh, runes, that is that kind of symbol. And this is that safety, that being taken care of in a certain environment, something that'll grow, something that'll um, become stronger, something that'll be nurtured. So, what this practically says is the hailstorm, which is of course a terrible experience because it'll smack you in the face, big hard stones and cold and weather and rain, and it's like a storm, a hailstorm. Uh, this is like the ambulance or the emergency, and this is the protection or the motherly womb, so to say. So it really looks like it's going to be a hospitalized situation. Yeah, yeah, I like doing it, and I'm also very amazed of how accurate it often is. Yeah, is that good enough for you? Will that answer your question? Yes, it's amethyst, Scarling, right? The Knights Templar, the Rosicrucians. Okay. So once again, three questions per person. There might be a certain point that I say, okay, this is too much for me, because I have to take a good look at myself as well. It is pretty energy consuming because I have to focus, of course. I have to remember. I have to think about the runes. I have to, well, etc. So, does anyone else have a question? Okay. If you feel the need, Ray, then you have to. Is my finger on the mic again? I hope not. Will you get pregnant this year? Okay. Will you get pregnant this year? That is an interesting question. Okay. Another thing I would like to say that if it's about the future and there is an answer that you do not like, this is more of a warning for the future. Not in this case because this is a perfectly normal question. It's more of a warning that allows you to change what is going to happen. So it nothing is literally set in stone. But in this case, will Scarlet and Rachel Brood, get pregnant? That is a full-on yes. Again, something inherited. A test, a rite of passage. And answers, it's like mouth, communication language. Let's see. So like I said, yes. This is just a full-on yes. But let's see. We'll probably have to give up a thing or two to do so. So I think it has to do with your lifestyle. Like I said, this is the inheritance. So you will have to make a sacrifice, or something will have to die, so to say, for you to accomplish it. It's like this big test. Urus is like the rune that, okay, the story of this rune is the rite of passage in ancient times. There would be, the rite of passage would be like a couple of boys. They would be set in a hut, a tent. Have a good one, Tara. Thanks for joining, and hope to see you around. Right, sorry. So these boys would be set in a hut, and this hut would be closed for 2 weeks, or something like that. The boys would not get any, just, the boys would not get any food, the boys would not get any drink, and after 2 weeks, they would open the hut, and they would have to kill the primal ox, Urus, or Oeros. It's Dutch, but the primal ox, which is of course a lot bigger than the ox we know, and the ox we know is already a big, big F word, thingy. So yeah, the big test to become something bigger. In your case, probably a mom. Though this is a little unclear to me because this is mouth, answers. Basically means talking in a different language. This one is answers. It means mouth, and it stands for talking. Everything you do with the mouth. So don't think a blowjob can get anyone pregnant, but like languages is this. Sorry, I couldn't resist. So languages, talking, uh, food, for example. Oh, I get it. I think you will. It's about your nutrition lifestyle. So let's see if we can throw more to get a bit more conclusive. Yes, it is. So there's that one again. Pietro and Kenos and Kenos is upside down. I see. Is it, could it be that, uh, I don't like to make suggestions, but it almost seems like that you're having trouble talking to him about it? Is that correct? There's a bit of delay, so I have to wait for the answer. It's it's just a thought, but yeah. And did you actually tell him, or is it more that you are scared because he might get upset? Because this is like something that only you know. And this is the torch, which is a controlled fire, but it's upside down. So that means that the fire is no longer under control, it's just a burning fire that burns around. Maybe that's the thing that you should do, because this is the problem, the secrecy. The solution is to let that fire go. Speak your passion, speak your heart. So that is a good idea, Glenn. So if that satisfies your question, Mrs. Jude, okay. I'm glad you are satisfied. So, like I said, Glenn had a very, very good idea, something about coffee. There we are. I'll be right back. You may or may not hear a bit of noise. If anyone has a question, please type them into the chat and I will read them on my computer, as this is my phone at the moment. And I will answer the question as best. So be right back. I am getting some coffee and you will hear. Wait, I've got to read this. I could give that a shot, sure. Yeah, I would love to give that a shot. So, my coffee, I think my coffee grinded too fine. It's not, it's dripping instead of running. There we go. People are leaving now. So, is there anyone else who would like to ask a question, or should I go to my computer and start up the ghost box? Well, the virtual ghost box, of course. Your call. Are you are you on the right path spiritually? Well, I would say that if you join my stream, you are certainly on the right path. But I will throw the rooms. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I just had to. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty long road to learn these things. I think I took about 2 years to learn more about the runes and to understand them better. Go on. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I took my time. Well, that's good. If you stop learning, you stop growing. Oh, wait, I'm confused, Easy. Who asked the question? Who was the one that asked the question? Okay, Sarah. Is Sarah on the right spiritual path? Here's one. So, let's see what we got. This one is irreversible. It's is. It means ice. This one is percano. Ooh, which is protection. See that? It's the blank room. Unfortunately, I cannot answer this. Sorry. I when the blank rune is drawn, you are not supposed to know. So I cannot continue your question. I'm sorry. I really would have loved to tell you like yes or no, but I I cannot ignore that. It's a rule. That's something you learn at. It's something you learn when you learn about the runes and learn to connect. Well, some questions just shouldn't be answered because it has a really big impact on life. Um, but if I can be so free to answer, in my opinion, as long as you follow your heart and you know you're on the right path, how can you be on the wrong path? So I hope at least that will satisfy your answer, your question. Thank you. Glad to be of service, always. Meanwhile, Glenn is happily trolling, trolling Ray. I'm really enjoying it. I'm doing the stream, but you're entertaining me. So you said you did some runes, or have you just seen it, Glenn? Sorry, I wanted to know if Glenn, NNPI, if he's seen the runes before because he seen like readings, rune readings, or is it because you actually studied some runes yourself? And there's a sound of never used them. All right. Yeah, I try not to do them too much, but yeah, sure. I like them. I like using them. I like the reaction people give me for them. So yeah, I'm really fond of them. So is there anyone else with a question? Cloth ears. I never heard of that one, but okay. Couple of trolls, but the good kind. I don't mind these trolls. I guess I don't know. I don't I. You're asking me to brag. Well, I play guitar. I I sing. Um, I play games. Will you ever marry? That is a good question. I sing. I used to sing in musicals, right? Like Jesus Christ Superstar, I sang in that as Simon the Zealot. Um, I sang in I'll Be With You in a Minute, Glenn. Um, I sang in Jesus Christ Superstar. I sang in Hair. I sang in The Sound of Music. Uh, In Hair, I was just choir, but in Sound of Music, I played Rolf, like a, a musical called Jeroen, which is a little different. I sang parts from musicals like Cats and a lot of musicals, and a few Disney movies. Aladdin, for example, Lion King. So yeah, yeah, I sing. Well, not anymore. I've been smoking too much. Glenn asked the question, will I ever marry? And we all want to know that, don't we? Right. So, no, yes, yes. So there's a small no, and that small no, fail, the first one, this one, is the rune that means cattle, like a farmer that cares for his cattle. But it's upside down, so, hmm, that's interesting. Controlled fire and the rite of passage, the test rules. So, considering these three, sorry, just moving about it about a bit. To move because otherwise I can read with the chat. Okay, so when we look at this one, it means pretty much that I guess this would describe the woman that you will marry, maybe. Um, this is a difficult one. I guess it's about someone who is pretty stagnant in the relationship. As long as you don't expect anyone to take care of you, I guess. And the fire that burns within you is controlled. Probably. Stubborn. That's a good choice of words. But no, I wouldn't say stubborn. Like this is like a rune that means like the farmer that cares for his cattle, the kind of care. So like really like feeding and um, okay, like caring and feeding and scooping shit. Sorry, that's well, it's just what it is, right? So like caring for the cattle, um, the controlled fire, the torch, which is of course a controlled fire. Though you can burn yourself on it, you have control over it, over this fire, of course, not over your girlfriend or whoever that unlucky woman would be in that case. But she's a messy git. Well, that explains that one. Are you have a girlfriend then? Or is it just that's yeah, well, that would be a good way to explain it. A messy git. But also a very calm and a very strong person, like really adult. So, what is stopping and what is the solution? The current problem, I don't think you can see it very well, but this Thrisas, it's like Mjolnir's hammer, or the hammer Mjolnir, I mean, Thor's hammer. Thor is, as you know, the guardian of Earth, of Midgard, the physical realm. You know a few things about the realms, right, Glenn? Good, good. This will be a lot easier then. Like, but the problem, but I don't really figure why this is the problem. Like, it's a protective symbol. It's like thunder, or Thor. Um, could it be overprotection? Maybe trying to keep too much grip, too much control, overprotection. It could be. And the solution is to accept emergency, I guess. Let me think about this. Glenn, are you a control freak? Okay, okay. just just a thought, just a thought. It's a little difficult as it is about marriage. So what's this with the emergency, I wonder? Okay, that's good to know. So maybe a bit overprotective, and it might be good just to. It sounds it sounds harsh, but maybe it would be good just to let her fall, just let her, just once. I mean, don't let her go. Let her fall. Let her find out the emergency. So what happens when you don't protect her? Does that make sense to you? Okay, Jackie, it was good having you here. Thanks for dropping by. You have a good night. Maybe you should. Yeah, well, that's basically what it says. So maybe you should let her be vulnerable for a bit. I don't know. It's really difficult to give you answers about a relationship. The last thing I want to do is screw things up or break a relationship, right? So it is a bit of a dodgy answer. Well, don't do that. it's it, it's it's a weird outcome. I'll admit it's a really weird outcome, but it is a yes though. It is a yes. Just a very small no. So does that satisfy your question? I already got one, so I won't need to buy a hat. I'm glad for that. You're welcome. So, unless there is anyone else who would like to ask questions, I suggest we make our way to the computer and turn on the app and see what we get. You're very welcome, Glenn. Always a pleasure. Wait. Hey, Ames, how you doing, sweetheart? Taking time of your busy schedule. Oh, I'm getting old. You're a busy girl, aren't you, Ames? Snazzy. That's because Michael Jackson was my hero, so that's why the hat. No. Oh, hi, paranormal white noise. No. No, I want to. Just, I'll get this. That's actually true. You're a sweetheart, Ames. Well, you say that, but I'm really bad at brushing my teeth. I always forget. It's really bad. Don't tell anybody. None of those 300 subs. Anyway, where was I? Right. Oh, right. Let's see if we can find our ghost box. Where did it go? There we go. 375. 57, sorry. That Dutch language is a little weird. We would say um, three, yeah, 7 and 50 is what we would say. Oh. Let's see. There we go. Focus. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. It's a little bit like German. Nederlands klinkt zo. Het is iets anders, maar toch. Het lijkt op Duits. Hat viele gleiche im Deutsch oder Holländisch. So yeah, there's a little bit of difference, but it is pretty much the same language. Richtig. Is gut, ja. Funny man. Okay. Let's see if you can hear it all. Funny. Ik kan jullie horen, jongens, maar... Okay, I'm going to talk in Dutch to the spirits for a bit. Jongens, we gaan op YouTube, dus jullie worden gefilmd. Hou daar rekening mee. Als jullie niet willen spreken, dan begrijp ik dat. Maar als jullie een beetje beroemd willen worden of wat willen zien, dan moeten jullie naar voren komen. Ik hoop dat mijn familie er is, mijn beschermers en gidsen. Dus ja, laat het me horen. Is er iemand die wil spreken? Dit is gewoon nog even een test. So guys, tell me what you hear, and if you hear it well enough, I can drag the speaker closer if it's not loud enough. Okay. I think the audio quality won't be as strong, will it, guys? Let's see. I should be able to put this in a way that we can see. Like this, and if I put that a little closer, that should be significantly better. Though I would like to read the chat also. Okay, what do we got? Afrikaans is basically a mix of Dutch and German. Yeah, pretty much. It does sound like it, doesn't it? English, Irish, Scottish, and Welsh? Wow. Chuck your law. Hanse tatu, kick you out, Lou. Though that is probably a combination of Scottish Gaelic and Irish Gaelic. Never mind that. And it's probably inaudible. Okay, so this is how it works. I am going to ask a question in the 10-second pause. This is a demo version, so I can only let it play for 30 seconds, and then it needs a 10-second pause. In that 10-second pause, I ask the question to the spirits, and then I let it run for 30 seconds, giving them the chance to say something, give a message, say their name, say any of our names. I am going to grab my oud, the special incense. And light a crystal candle. Well, not a crystal candle, a candle and a crystal, whatever. This is the crystal, and I put the candle in there. Go get yourself a cup of coffee, mate. I'll wait. This is quartz, like mountain quartz. And mountain quartz has the quality that it is, of course it's an earth symbol, that first, but mountain quartz is known for the protective qualities. I might upload or create a video about, yeah, bergkristal, that's it. I might upload a video with a meditation using mountain crystal and the candle. In a small recap, what you do is you focus on the candle and you let the light shine through a mountain crystal, and you pull this light around you and you let it harden into a crystal shell. So it is a form of protection, but I'll, yeah, I'll do my best. I'll see if I can find some good music that fits. Yeah, I will. You can count on me, buddy. Okay. So, if the rest of you can tell me if you can hear it all well, it's a bit closer.
Ja.
Wow. I already heard a few great things in there. So is it clear enough? I heard things like kom je nog, as in are you coming? And as a reply to that, yes, or ja in Dutch. So you're probably gonna hear a lot of Dutch. Dankjewel jongens voor dat jullie erbij zijn. Thank you for, with purposes of the internet and people talking in most commonly English, I will speak English to you guys, but I don't think that is a problem. Is it a problem to speak English, spirits?
Please.
Nolan.
Okay, thank you. I heard a few things. That's right. So here is that special incense that I use. Oot. It is a bit of wood. Here we go again. I'm gonna have to tell the entire story. Does everybody know what oot is? Probably not. That could very well be me, Jackie. They know we know each other, so that's not a problem. And I've been looking through a few things. I've been looking at your channel as well, so get oot. So it could very well be that your name comes up. Oh, this stuff smells so great. What? Where's my coffee? So, to explain a bit more about oot. Oot is a special kind of wood, and this wood can only be harvested when the tree that it is gained from has a special disease. The tree is only one of a kind that grows in only one place in the world, which is in Saudi Arabia. And even if this specific tree from that specific country, from that specific place in the country, has that disease, it needs to be at the end of its life cycle because of the disease, and because of this disease, it'll grow a certain fungus, but not always. So it's not always available from that tree. So under all these prerequisites, it can be harvested, and it is called oud. If you can get it, it's a little expensive, but it is a one-of-a-kind, unique smell. Okay, that's okay, right? Yes, it's very special. It's not very easy to get, but if you can get it, take it. You can also get oil, but that is ridiculously expensive. I mean, for, I think, 10 milliliter, so that's not even a centiliter, you pay 100 euros, and that is euros, not dollars, euros. So that should be about, I think, $89. think the dollar is a bit higher now, but I'm not sure. Don't pin me off. Yeah, it is very expensive. But that's the oil, right? The wood is a little cheaper. It's about, let's say, $5 a gram. And then you get it cheap. No, wait. $10 a gram. That's it. I paid 10 euros for this, so yeah, $8 or $9 would be about that. And it is spelled like this. So once again, if you can find it, take it. Sorry for letting you hang, spirits. I don't think you mind. You are familiar to me. I have the idea at least. Do you like the smell of oud, spirits?
Okay. What do we do? Und danke noch. Hey. Wood.
Thank you. That's right. Look. Let's see. Do you have a message, spirits, for me or for someone in chat? If so, please say their name and leave your message.
Yeah, it was chat. Music. Right, and found this.
Yes, I heard music very clear. Spirits, do you like music? And if yes, what kind of music do you like? I think I heard your name, Zara. Was it just me, or did anyone else hear that? I heard Zara. So, when I'm done streaming, and I will check it out tomorrow, what we've got. Still have a few other things to do as well, but I'll try to get that up as soon as possible. Yeah, sure. That's why it's on YouTube, so feel free. Yeah, and it's an app. It's just banks. I think Glenn just jumped out because it's an app. I'm kidding. Okay, a little bit more of the oud. Spirits, I want you to know that I have absolutely no intent in harming you. I would be honored if you could consider me a friend. Do you think we can be friends?
Desolate. Ian, guard. Then you.
Now, I don't know about you, but I think I heard a definite yes. That's good. Um, let's put on some music. I've been I've been very eager to test this a bit because, well, I'm not really on calling onto celebrities or anything, but what I do like to do is play a little tribute. I'll probably get a copyright strike for this or demonetized, but I'm not monetized anyway. So I'll figure it out. Maybe it'll get deleted, but I have the original video free to download. So this was my biggest hero. Oh, almost. There we go. When I was a kid, I wanted to meet this guy so much. But of course, being in a poor family, there was no way that that would happen. So, my favorite song, can you guess my favorite song, guys? I wonder if you just look at me and guess what is my favorite song of this guy that I will not name at this point because I think that is important. Oh wow, that's nice. That's not gonna happen. Yes, well, although I'm not monetized, they can still copyright strike me. But something tells me that if because I'm talking over it right now, it's going to be more difficult to recognize as the original song. I love this guy. I love this clip. See the hat? Yeah, and he was a real good guy, you know? I mean, what he did for children, and, well, don't take that the wrong way. I mean, there was a lot of problems by it. I just don't believe it. I truly believe that it was a big grasp for money on the account of greedy people trying to earn a buck over a good man's back. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to play the. Well, I could leave it in the background quietly. Spirits, do you know this man?
Seven devil.
Not sure, but I think I heard the first name. Yeah, she is, isn't she? What do you think of this man, Spirits?
Oh,
Then, I, yes. Sleepy pain. Sit on.
Okay. I think I heard do out. So I will need to confirm that, Spirits. Is there any way or any form of trouble coming? Or is there danger or anything? Welcome back, NMPI. Um, like I said before, and you may know this, the main entities that I try to communicate with are my guides and guardians. Uh, but just heard something like "do out." So, spirits, if you need me to stop because there is danger or anything negative, please say stop.
On the 14.
oh,
And I saw her. 414.
dibuja.
Segura de esa.
I guess it's okay. I heard no problems. I heard no stop. I heard no other words. I think I saw her. me a second. Sleep well, Jackie. I understand. Not a problem at all. Not a problem. Happy to do it. I heard of somebody else that came. I heard a name not too long ago. And hey, Willow. Nice of you to join the stream. Welcome. Enjoy the bed, Jackie. Have a good sleep. Okay, I need to focus on them. That's okay. I'm just glad that you came along. It's nice. It's always nice. We had fun last time, and it's probably fun this time. I heard a name, Spirits, not too long ago. This was in a personal, private session that was not meant for YouTube. Do you know who I am talking about? Awesome. I heard things like, ja, dat weet ik wel. Yes, I know that. I heard a few replies that were actually saying, yes, I remember that, or yes, I know that. And not one, but I heard like 3 replies in that thought, or that train of thought. So that was very interesting. Well, of course, I know they're here, but for the sake of evidence, it is interesting, indeed. So now you know who I am talking about, Spirits. Is everything okay with this person? Okay, thank you for your reply. I did not hear too much, unfortunately. So I will listen back to this, and I will listen again, and I'll try to listen a few times. So, figuring that the answer will have been provided, who's here with me? Once again, I want to tell you that this is live on YouTube, so people are watching. But I think you know.
say yes.
That's cool. What do you mean?
Before one.
Okay, Zara, thanks for dropping by. It was really nice to have you around. Sleep well, and you have a great weekend too. Spirits, a question is. It's just burning on my tongue. Are you able to communicate with us through dreams?
Mine one. Okay, I'm back. Een verschrikkelijk belbord.
I definitely heard a reply on that. Sleep well, Zara. We'll talk about the collaboration in a bit. I'll add you on Facebook if you don't mind. I hope she got that in time with the delay. Okay. Thanks, Glenn. What is a good question? I think it's quite obvious that you're not comfortable with telling me your name, or saying your name at least. Maybe you can give me a hint or two so that I can recognize you.
Massive egg. It. I'm going to remember. 60.
Het was op.
That was good enough for me. So out of precaution, I heard Eep pas op, which means Eep, watch out. So either that is a confirmation that it is one of my protectors, one of my guardians or guides. And then the next question is he being, is it a confirmation or is it a warning? Spirits, is it a warning or a confirmation?
Gather.
Red.
Accountant.
So I heard achter je a few times, which means behind you. Not very uncommon to hear, as some of you may know or may confirm. Who is behind me, guys?
Hi.
I saw. Some people have to. And found.
Something about rustig, which means calm or quiet. It does, doesn't it? I really like this app, Glenn. I know it's just an app, but because it's the only thing I got, I mean, I'm just too poor for an actual ghost box. And even if I would be able to find the ghost box, or would be able to afford a ghost box, I just don't know where to get one. Well, aside from, of course, you guys, the paranormal community. But yeah, this will have to do. Okay, spirits, I don't want to make this too long. So we're going towards the end. I'll answer you in a second, Glenn. We'll talk. Is there anything I need to know? Then you will have to tell me now. Because after this one, I'm going to press it one last time for the goodbye. Is there anything I need to know? Please tell me.
C'è sono affari.
Hello.
In any case, thank you for the replies. It is time to go, for me and for you. Please return to warmth, light, and the grace of God. Be welcomed by His love and His, I should say, utter awesomeness. Thank you for talking to me, and this is where I say goodbye.
Obligé.
My door. Got our lap driven.
Bitte.
Okay. Okay, so that concludes this session. Thanks, Glenn. I'm sorry, I always try to keep my attention to the spirits as much as possible. I've noticed it helps, so yeah. Okay. Hello. There we go. So, you would do that for me? Really? There we go. Hi. Just try and set it up. I think I can do it this way. Nope. That does not work. Oh, there we go. I know. Why does it not work? Tied back. Yeah, there we go. So, here we are. You would do that for me, Glenn? Yeah, I pressed the wrong button, so sorry. That was a little. But I won't stop you. I don't know what to say. I'm just looking for it. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Even if you don't manage, right? I mean, it's thanks. So, have I tried the live ghost box? Yes, I have tried the live ghost box, but it's a little dodgy because um, I'm not the only one who uses a live ghost box. So, if by any chance, I don't really know how it works with the manipulation of the audio. Yeah, yeah, Willow. We started to. How long do we know each other? Oh, we've known each other for a while now, just from streams and everything. And this is actually the first time that Glenn joins my stream, I think. And it's yeah, I like it. He's my favorite troll. Any radio will do, to be honest. It's, I mean, if it's even if it's just a Radio Shack, any kind, I would be surprised, really. As a moral, smoking is bad, kids. Do not smoke. It'll get you addicted, and you cannot stop easy. And I am just a weak person because I cannot quit. Anyway, yes, he's. I like Glenn. I like Glenn. Yeah, it's not a problem. I know what it is to be busy. I miss a lot of streams because, well, the same reasons. I don't exactly work, but I'm always busy with a lot of things for other people. For example, if sometimes I do have to take away spirits at some house, it'll take some preparations. I have to gather some stuff. I'll have to create holy water, which is a pretty big thing to do. It contains of three rites. Uh, First is to give a soul to the water. The second is to give a soul to the salt, And the third is to mix together and give those two combined a new being, a new soul, create a new being from that water and salt, and that's what creates holy water. But every prayer for both the souls, or both the, having a bit of difficulty translating, but both those prayers or rituals take a bit of time, like 15 minutes or something. So both souls separately, or both beings, entities separately, are quite a bit of work and take a bit of energy. And then you have to create the complete being holy water. So holy water isn't just salt and water, it's an actual soul, blessed by God, basically. Oh, okay. But that's free stuff, I guess. So, what's your favorite box, Glenn? Do you have a favorite at all? Yeah, many like the 587, don't they? I've been following the communication about it a little. So then, what is the Holy Grail? I'm sorry, when it comes to the kinds of boxes, I'm pretty much a noob. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Willow. I like that too. There's a lot of drama on there, but there are also people who just want to want to do the right thing, and they just want to help research or help spirits or people, whatever. I guess it goes hand in hand. If you help someone who is haunted, you help spirits and people. So it's really nice that all these people just came in just to say hi. I really like that. They don't even need to stick around for long or anything. They just say hi, and it's nice. 587 is Strange Box? All right. I prefer Holy Grail as I studied exorcism. And yes, that also means demonology, like Ars Goetia and Solomon's Key, and long story. That just was a tap. I don't think you heard that by any chance, did you? Like this tap against the wall. Well, it's not that. It could be. I can debunk it. I can debunk it. You did hear it. There it was again. Wait, I gotta check this out. Wow, that's a long time. You're old. Sorry. Well, I guess it's good news, but I cannot debunk what I just heard. I thought it was something that I could explain. There it is again. And I cannot explain it. What is it? What could it be? It is cooling down. That's concrete, so it shouldn't. I heard a few taps now. That's funny. I didn't hear anything all night. Things are getting active. Mark at 12:21 a.m. Yeah, they do, don't they? Tap. It does, doesn't it? But it actually comes from on. It sounds like it's on my wall, and my wall is concrete. So first I thought that it was like I have this opening that lets in air, and there's like a rope so you can close it. So I thought it would be the rope tapping against the side of my wall at first. But I checked it again, and the second time I realized it doesn't sound like that, so I had to check it. But there's no draft. First of all, there's no draft from that air intake. There's no air coming in or no cold wind or anything. So it's pretty much quiet, a quiet wind. So then I thought, right, maybe. Then I started. It's almost funny. Then I started checking to see if it could chat, but it's not even near the wall. It's at the other side of this thing that is a little hard to explain, but it's not possible that that thing can tap. Yeah, agreed, Glenn. So you actually hear that? That's cool. So that should be on stream. That's interesting. Now I'm getting goosebumps, called shivers. Something is here. It's my upstairs neighbor. Have you heard that heavy banging? It's too consistent. It might be the temperature dropping, the earth cooling down, so things are expanding. Though it's weird though. It's a little weird. Well. What I see in the paranormal community is a whole lot of people that are genuine and kind and caring just get shoved away. Well, and when I say shoved away, it's like, oh, thank you, goodbye. It's not important enough, or it's like there's no credit for your work or for your accomplishments, or sometimes you do something for a person and that person will be very blunt about it, very, yeah, the hair up on your neck. I'm really curious about the session now, so I should watch it later. Wondering about the third though. It says 3 people watching. Oh, whatever. I hope the person has fun. So if you're not getting the headache, that's a good thing, I guess. No more taps. Yeah, it's. I was just thinking about ending the stream as well. Um, okay, everybody, thank you for joining the stream. It was a real pleasure talking to you, being with you, having fun with you, having your smart-ass remarks, Glenn. Willow, it's always a pleasure to see you. Although she's not here anymore, shout out to Jackie Mofud. She's a brilliant mob, a brilliant mod. Thanks to What the Paranormal, she is also always takes a bit of time from her busy schedule to say hi. She's also one of my mods, even though she is very busy. Thank you, Ames. I hope to see you again soon. I'll try to watch your stream. Everybody have a really good night. And until next time, keep those hearts warm. Fail. Fail.